Y'all, right behind me is the Northridge Model by Pulte Homes in Waxhaw, North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. And this beautiful property, we're going to be seeing it today in person, walking through ourselves. I'm also going to give you a tour of Waxhaw, North Carolina, which has a beautiful historic downtown. We're also going to check out one of our favorite spots in Waxhaw, right near this home, less than 5 minutes away. So be sure to stick around for that. And if you need help buying, selling, or investing in Charlotte, Waxhaw, or anywhere in Upper South Carolina, go ahead and reach out via the phone number on the screen in front of you right now. And also go ahead and check out my other forms of contact info in the description. Happy to help however I can. And other than that, let's go ahead and dive in and see this gorgeous home for ourselves. Friends, as soon as you walk into this home, you are greeted with that classic elegant feel, starting with this spacious dining area off to the left. Notice the beautiful round pendant lighting above and how much natural light floods into this space. Just beyond is a little coffee nook, which Pulte loves to put in there, tucked between the dining room and kitchen. Super functional, and the pantry is right across too, which is one of the subtle design details you will appreciate daily. Now let's step right into the heart of the home and one of my favorite features of this model, which is the kitchen, of course. And this oversized island really anchors the space. It's even bigger than the video here shows. You've got a gas cooktop, of course, built-in oven, a microwave, vent hood, a deep stainless sink, and tons of cabinetry. There's so much space here. And Pulte does a really great job blending function and luxury, and this kitchen really shows that off. Alrighty, and right off the kitchen here, there's this tucked away space for working, maybe a little homework station, maybe pay some bills here, work from home mornings, whatever you might want it to. All of that has its own little window here too. You could, look out in the main part of the living area, check out what's going on in the kitchen, maybe even make sure your food is not burning or whatever as you're, sitting here working, which is cool. And there's a little mudroom here too that leads directly into your 2-car garage. This layout really flows in a practical way. And here is your main living space, folks. Open, bright, and welcoming. The fireplace is a beautiful focal point, of course, and there's plenty of room for a large sectional here. And just beyond the windows is your backyard setup, complete with a built-in grill, covered dining area for hosting. Back by the kitchen, you've got a casual dining space that is perfect for everyday meals, morning coffee, hanging out with the family, playing games, or whatever you might want to use it for. Now here is one of my favorite parts of this home and all the Pulte models I've recently toured, if you've checked them out. They each have a downstairs main floor bedroom, which is very popular in recent years. I think people are realizing that it's super functional, important to have that downstairs bedroom for in-laws, parents, pregnancy, whatever you might need. So this space here is incredibly spacious and comes with a walk-in closet and private in-suite bathroom, which is super great too. Some models don't have the in-suite. And the standing shower and clean modern finishes do make it feel like a second primary suite, perfect for in-laws, guests, or even a live-in nanny. Now back toward the front of the home is where we're going to go, and we'll check out this great bonus space. You already kind of have a dining and an eating area, but this could be another eating area, maybe for special holiday occasions or maybe extra seating during holidays where you have more family to, eat than you have space. Maybe a media room or a playroom, a little movie room or home office. You could even put a door in here pretty easily. And this is tucked away just enough to stay quiet right across the hall from a little powder bath for guests. Again, very thoughtfully located and well designed by Pulte. Now let's go ahead and go to the upstairs, and we'll start with 2 front bedrooms, number 2 and 3 of the ones we've looked at so far. Both of these get really great natural light, and this first one does feature a walk-in closet with custom storage. Great space for maybe college kids coming in town, guests, whoever you might want to put in there. And the second bedroom is a little bit smaller, but still has ample space and a nice sized closet. So these are really great options for whoever you might have coming over, guests or family or the kids. Now, down the hall is the shared full bathroom, and it is really great to have, two hallway bathrooms, steps from each other, especially if you have guests or family or lots of kids. They have plenty of space to spread out and have their own space if they need. And not only this, but the bedroom we're about to look at even has an ensuite bathroom inside, which is amazing. So yeah, anyway, you will go ahead and love the slate gray tiled shower in this one of the double sink vanity in that first bathroom. And further back is this larger bedroom with its own ensuite bath and walk-in closet. It's awesome to have another bedroom with an ensuite bathroom for a college kid, or maybe you have a random in-law or someone coming in town that is okay with staying upstairs, but they have their own space to hang out right by the stairs. And this is a fantastic setup for a teen, young adult child, maybe wants a little bit more privacy when they're home. Now we'll go ahead and take a quick peek at the laundry room, and this one is very roomy and upgraded with built-in cabinets and a utility sink. I mean, there's tons of storage space here. You'll find an extra unfinished storage space, which could be finished later for maybe whatever you might want it to be, or just extra storage right off the main upstairs living area is great. Now here is your upstairs loft, which is a true flex space. This could be your media room, a gaming zone, home gym, or all of the above really. You could even make it a separate, bunk area, I guess, if you put in a door there for kids or whomever. And this is central to the upstairs floor plan, super versatile, great to have an extra space. Folks can get away and tuck in if they want to. Now, I went ahead and saved the best for last here because we are going to take a steps into the primary suite. And right as you walk in, you'll of course notice the tray ceiling details, how the windows look out over that private backyard, and that wooded setting in the back. And on the way in, there is a walk-in closet on each side, actually. Yes, two of them here. Both of them have lots of space and just right across from each other, but it's nice to have your own separate space. Whether it's, you're a couple and you each want your own little area to put your own stuff, or maybe it's yourself and you want a, separate closet for each of your two different things you want to do. Maybe a work closet and a personal closet, whatever. And as we go ahead and step into the spa-like bathroom, you'll see why this is a standout. You've got a freestanding soaking tub, very oversized walk-in shower with a built-in bench, separate dual vanities, and a private water closet. Pulte does call this their level 5 bathroom, and it's one of their most luxurious finished packages. And if you have more questions about the different type of options and upgrades you can get with Pulte, go ahead and reach out via my phone number at the end of this video. See it again. You saw it in the intro as well, but yep, let's go ahead and check out the outside. Now, friends, before we dive into historic downtown Waxhaw and some of our favorite little local spots in this town, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this tour out front and then around back. So we'll talk about the exterior features, such as the beautiful brick and vinyl outside and exterior with manicured landscaping. And check out this backyard. This is probably a level 4 or 5 of their backyard upgrades. I don't know exactly which one. But it does have a built-in grill, a lowered fire pit with steps, which is super nice. You do have a unique crisscross turf area, making this an entertainer's dream, and that's actual turf. It's not grass, so it's not going to die. Now, whether you're gathering with friends, just enjoying a quiet Carolina sunset, this space really delivers. I even thought as I was walking through here that you could cover this area with a little cabana. And now let's go ahead and dive in and check out Waxhaw for ourselves.
Alrighty, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a walking tour through historic downtown Waxhaw, which is one of the most charming and walkable small town centers in the entire Charlotte region, I would say. Now, Waxhaw was originally settled in the 1700s and became officially a town in the 1880s, and it was named after the Waxhaw Native American tribe that once called this region home. Now, what you're going to notice right away is the historic character that has been beautifully preserved. Of course, there's tons of brick storefronts still. There's cast iron signs and a lot of original structures that date back over a century, which is incredible. Downtown Waxhaw has become a destination in recent years, probably since 2020, 2019. It's become super popular, and I would say not just for its charm, but for the community it offers. You're going to see a lot of boutiques, antique shops, locally owned restaurants, and cozy cafes. I actually know closely a couple of the owners here, and they're great. Many of the businesses here are family run and have been passed down for generations as well. So whether you're popping into a store for some handmade goods, maybe grabbing a cup of coffee like me, or chatting with a local artist, it really feels like everyone knows everyone here. Even though it's a really growing town, it's still got that small town feel. And don't be surprised if you stumble onto a local event while you're walking through, because this town does host a lot of seasonal festivals throughout the year. You're going to have Autumn Treasures in the fall, which is a huge draw with craft vendors lining the streets. There's also Jammin' by the Tracks, which brings live music downtown during the summer, and of course the classic 4th of July parade, which brings out the entire community. Now, this is the kind of place where you show up for the event, but stay for the people. You really get to know your neighbors. Now, this is Waxhaw Downtown Park, and I really enjoyed walking through here. It was super peaceful. Tons of moms with kids walking through. I didn't get too much of the playground because I didn't want to be filming a bunch of kids, because that might have scared some of the moms. So I didn't really get too close to them, but I think you can see from a distance the playground and the kids areas are super great. And the Waxhaw Downtown Park is kind of right in the heart of downtown. The downtown park here is a great place to just stop and relax, maybe have a picnic, take the kids. And with its central location, this park is often setting for community events nearby. You have some food truck rallies that happen here sometimes, and live music that often takes place. There's also a playground for kids, as I mentioned. Lots of open space to relax or picnic, and the walking paths that connect to the nearby greenways are amazing too. And this little park is a quiet retreat in the middle of town and a great place for both locals and visitors to gather. You're going to find people here with dogs, strollers, and just enjoying a coffee from one of the nearby cafes. I think I was here on a Wednesday morning and it was still, hopping. It wasn't insane, but there was still people there hanging out. So it was a good community. And not to mention, this is also a short stroll to all the local shops and restaurants that Waxhaw offers. So you can just take a break here and then keep exploring. Now, Provisions Waxhaw here is a local favorite. It is actually a gourmet market with focus on locally sourced products. You're going to find everything from specialty jams and sauces to gifts, kitchenware, and even locally roasted coffee. It's the kind of place where you pop in for one thing and walk out with a bag full of new finds. They also carry Waxhaw branded merchandise and often feature local artisans, and this also makes it a great place to grab a souvenir or housewarming gift on the go. Now, this museum gives you a deep dive into the region's roots. The Museum of the Waxhaws highlights the history of the Waxhaw people, who were the early settlers, and even President Andrew Jackson, who was born right nearby. Now, this is a small but meaningful museum that tells the story of how this area came to be, and it's a great stop if you're a history buff as well, or just want to understand this town's heritage a bit more. There was a children's tour going on when I was there, so I couldn't go into a deep dive, but still a great place to visit if you want to see Waxhaw's history. Now, if you are craving Mediterranean, Greco Fresh Grill is a popular lunch and dinner spot serving up gyros, salads, and platters made fresh daily. This is really a quick and casual local favorite with tons of flavor, and locals do rave about their tzatziki sauce and their grilled pita sandwiches. So if you're exploring downtown and need a great spot to eat, like I did, as you can see, this is a can't miss. Stepping into Waxhaw Antique Mart is like taking a walk through time. This place is packed with tons of character and charm. Truly enjoyed walking through. And then wall to wall, there's vintage treasures everywhere, old furnitures, collectibles, home decor, and more. It's one of those places where you'll never know what you'll find. Maybe a 1950s kitchen set, Civil War era memorabilia, or a retro sign that will look perfect in your home office. It's a local favorite as well for everyone stopping by this beautiful town, especially for weekend browsers and antique hunters who love to dig through the past to find something truly unique. And with its prime location right in downtown, it's easy to pop in during your stroll through town. Now, if you have a sweet tooth like myself, Waxhaw Creamery is your go-to. They serve handmade small batch ice cream in classical and seasonal flavors. Locals love this place, especially on warm afternoons. I got a blackberry dairy-free sundae while I was here, and it was amazing. Now, I stopped here on a Wednesday, so it wasn't happening, but held on Saturdays, the Waxhaw's former market is a lively spot for fresh produce, homemade bread, local honey, and tons more. It's a true community market where you can chat with farmers, artisans, and neighbors. It's great, but mighty. Now, this is a nostalgic shop that feels like stepping back in time. Waxhaw General Store carries a mix of old fashioned candy, toys, home goods, and more. It's one of those places that kids and adults both enjoy, and it's right in the middle of downtown, making it an easy and fun stop during your visit to Waxhaw, North Carolina. Now, Waxhaw Mule Barn is one of the town's most iconic historic buildings, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It used to serve as an actual mule barn back in the day when Waxhaw was heavily agricultural. These days, it's been repurposed into a charming mix of vendor space, event venue, antique market. You're going to find local makers here, vintage booths, and even seasonal events like pop-up holiday markets inside. It's rustic, authentic, and it's a great example of how Waxhaw celebrates its past while building a lively, community-focused future.
Hey friends, it's been an honor taking you on a private tour of the Northridge Model by Pulte Homes here in Waxhaw, North Carolina, and this property is gorgeous. And if you have questions about the price of this property, the size of it, maybe some upgrades or options you can get with it, go ahead and reach out via the phone number on the screen. You can also reach out via that phone number if you have any questions on your real estate journey, like how to buy, sell, or invest in a home here in the area that I live in, Charlotte and Upper South Carolina. Or if you have questions about money, real estate, finance, and everything in between, or just local Carolina questions, really, we cover it all. So that's you. Go ahead and reach out. I love to connect with you. People reach out via my YouTube channel every single day looking for help on their real estate journey, and I would love it if you were the next one. And otherwise, friends, it's been an honor taking you through this home in downtown Waxhaw and some of our favorite spots in historic downtown Waxhaw. And otherwise, have a blessed day, and thank you so much for watching.